research question. As we all know that inviting famous people to be the spokesman of certain products bring more benefits to the company, since there are always a lot of crazy fans buying the products. However, according to research, the advertisement without famous people is more popular. Why?
A young male student was bending over the desk and sleeping deeply. Although he had a history exam at 11:30, he was still sleeping at 11:25. To wake up the student, all historic people in his history book ran out of the book magically. They tried many methods to wake up the student but failed. At last, some soldiers opened a bottle of Coca Cola as another way to wake him up. As the cap of Coca Cola was loosened and the cola's odor emitted, the student woke up immediately and remembered his history exams. After he drank Coca Cola, he even became energetic. There were many colors were used in the ad, such as black, white, dark green, red, dark blue, and so on. The most impressive moment was that all troops and historic people came out of the history book. The explicit message is that if you drink Coca-Cola, you will feel refreshing. The message was shown when the young man immediately became full of energy after drinking Coca-Cola. The intended audience are teenagers. Since the protagonist of the ad is a young male student, the ad aims to tell students like the protagonist to buy Coca-Cola. The implicit message is that Coca-Cola helps you study, especially when you have an exam. After drinking Coca-Cola, the student completely woke up and remembered the time for the exam. It shows that Coca-Cola can make you do not feel sleepy anymore and help you remember the time for the exam. The ad is effective because it has creative story, good use of fantasies, and media techniques. There is a bias against the student for they are lazy and not hardworking. In the ad, the student gave the audience a negative impression because he was sleeping before his history exam rather than studying hard. The impression meets the stereotype of the student, which is that it is always common for students to forget their time of their exams and fall asleep before the exams. Though the stereotype is not ethical, it helps the ad emphasize that Coca-Cola refreshes and helps the student remember their exams. In terms of camera angles, the ad mainly uses high angles and low angles. The high angles showed that the student was sleeping deeply. For example, the shot illustrated a huge number of soldiers shooting the student. However, the student did not wake up, which means that he was in deep sleep and hard to be waken up. Moreover, the low angles have the same effect to the one of high angles. For instance, in this low angle, the soldiers became more powerful. Although they were very powerful, they could not wake up the student. This tells the audience that the student was sleeping too heavily to be waken up. So, the high angles and the low angles not only show the deep sleep the student had, but also made a contrast to the state of the student after he drank Coca-Cola. The red bottle of Coca-Cola is the most apparent color in this ad, having many dark colors. It makes the audience remember the feature of Coca-Cola. At the beginning of the ad, the background music was mysterious. It awakens audience curiosity. Hence, they would pay more attention to the ads. Note that there was a sound effect of opening Coca-Cola at the end of the ad. This sound effect additionally makes the audience think that Coca-Cola is tasty and refreshing. When the student heard the sound of opening the Coca-Cola and smelled the sweet odor, he finally waked up and became energetic and confident. Hence, when the audience saw the change of the student, they think if they drink a Coca-Cola, they will be full of energy and confident in their test. However, drinking Coca-Cola does not have a connection with success in tests. Though the fallacy is not logical, it effectively shows the advantage of Coca-Cola and successfully persuades the audience to buy Coca-Cola. The mysterious background music, the dark colors, and the common history exam make the audience feel nervous and worried about the student because he was still sleeping. People worried that the student may miss his exam. The fantasy successfully arouses the audience curiosity. As a result, they would watch the rest of the advertisements. At the end of the ad, the Coca-Cola makes him sober and energetic. The emotional appeal makes the audience feel that they will feel refreshing if they drink Coca-Cola. As a result, they are more willing to buy Coca-Cola.
你们还好吗？可以出来了。
Media techniques. Music. Music plays an important role in persuading audience. The lyrics of background music repeat the same meaning. This feeling is really cool. It emphasizes the cool feeling that Coca-Cola can bring. Colors. The main colors used in the ad are warm and energetic colors, which show the vigor and freshness Coca-Cola brings to the actors in the ad. Biases. The actors in the ad are young people, which means that young people are the most suitable customers of Coca-Cola instead of people in other age groups. Another bias is that there is always something wrong with elevators in China. Because this situation happens so common in China, the company uses it as a background in order to show how Coca-Cola helps reduce anxiety when people face these accidents. Fallacies. Emotional appeal. The ad uses vigorous and active background music, which makes the audience feel energetic and powerful. Repetition. The ad uses the lyrics of the background music to repeat the function of Coca-Cola, refreshing. Testimonial and appeal to authority. The ad uses famous singer Lu Han to prove that Coca-Cola makes people feel cool and refreshing. False analogy. The ad shows that if people drink Coca-Cola, they will forget their anxiety and feel happy. Conclusion. According to our analysis, the American ad is more attractive than the Chinese ad. Superficially, the accident used in the Chinese ad is so common that it's not creative enough. However, the American ad ingeniously connects history to Coca-Cola. Moreover, the story in the Chinese ad is very unrealistic and unethical. If people face danger like the accident in the ad, the first thing they should do is to find the alarm and calm down instead of drinking Coca-Cola. On the contrary, the ad from America shows a harmonious scene which troops from different countries are united as one and help the man wake up. The true problems for why the Chinese ads always use celebrities and boring stories are: advertising in China has already been commercialized. Spoon-feed solidifies the patterns of ads, and undeveloped technology and further research of the influences on people from behavioral psychology largely reduce the design level of ads.